Welcome to Nerdities. Bitches.
Welcome, Nerdites. Trying that one out. Don't know, because we're trying a lot of stuff
Nerdlings.
out.
We call them Nerdlings. That's the name of our fam.
Nerdlings. We're in a lurch here. This is a tricky situation. We want to give you some programming, but we're down a Kyle. So we're throwing out a concept that's been sitting in the wings for a little while that I call positive recall. We're going to take 15 minutes per concept and try and say nothing but positive stuff about it. We're going to start off with movie series, and who knows what this could become in the future. The most obvious one to go with, for me, was the first on my list, the Star Wars prequel trilogy.
Right.
The rules are, we cannot say anything negative about the series. We'll try and figure out a penalty later if we say something negative.
Oh,
right
I
now,
have a good... Okay. We should probably introduce ourselves first, though.
Well, I'm Mike.
I'm Justin.
And
Joe.
Okay. I'm going to keep a tally.
All right.
tally up.
At the end of the show, whoever has the most negative remarks
Okay.
loses a fucking veto.
Now, are you gonna be like subjective, objective, Justin, where you're gonna be like, oh, I think you mean it this way and give me negative marks? Because I'll tell you what, I'll be a tally ho
No.
by the end of this, and I'm gonna win.
So here's how this is going to work. Someone can yell out negative, and as long as two other members agree, it's a negative comment.
Okay.
All right.
Majority rules
So
for
majority-
democracy.
Majority
Yeah.
rules here.
In this
I'm more of a Republic guy, but I guess
Okay. Are we round tabling this or are we just going?
my loyalty is to democracy, to the Republic. We have a 15-minute, and I guess anyone who has a positive thing to say about the prequel trilogy, raise your hand right now, and we'll start now.
Go.
Joe.
Darth Maul's double-sided lightsaber.
Okay, great. Vinny.
I love the way Jar Jar Binks talks. Underrated.
Are you being serious?
Yeah.
What
It's
about
unique.
it is positive?
Nobody else talks like that. It's actually quite unique and artistic.
I wouldn't go artistic. I'll give you unique though. It's
Unique.
it's
It is
definitely
artistic.
unique.
It's thinking outside the box, and Yusha starts talking like a Disa, and the next thing you know, excuse me.
It is mildly racist.
You're trying to push buttons. You were trying.
He wants
to
to
push
be-
buttons.
he wants to be called out.
The whole universe is mildly racist if you're going to be like that. Droids aren't allowed in bars. We don't take your cannon here. You remember that?
Yeah.
That's social commentary.
Yeah.
But I love the fact they don't keep droids in bars too while we're at it. I don't want them recording everything I'm doing. Keep Alexa out.
That's like a bunch of walking, rolling Xbox Connects there. That could be a bit unnerving.
That's 2
Yeah,
points for me.
I-
2
I-
points.
I have a positive. I liked seeing a film set within a working Jedi Order.
Yeah,
Yeah.
love seeing the Jedi Temple. Love
Yeah.
seeing the Jedi Temple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joe?
Seeing Yoda actually in a battle was really awesome.
One of the greatest moments I've ever been in a movie theater. The biggest pops I've ever seen. Vinny?
Anakin playing the long Jedi mind trick game on Padme, from a 9-year-old boy to the teenage man slaying puss in the field on Naboo.
You think he knocked boots on Naboo?
Oh, dude, they were rolling around the grass fields, or the high fields, and they're hee.
But she didn't give in till later. Like, when they were all tied to the poles, she was like, you know what, right? And they were in that little sleigh thing and about to get killed. She's like, you know what, I do love you. I'm all about you.
Yeah, she totally grazed his lightsaber, if you know what I mean, at least a little bit, because he tried to sacrifice his whole life. He's like, Cummings great. I'm fuck the Jedi.
But she's wearing that nightgown thing where it's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Anakin.
Her stomach gets exposed. His lightsaber got drawn, not the blue one, and he's like, "I gotta get her the fuck out of here."
Yeah, she was such a tease in that. Like she's like, we shouldn't be doing this. We shouldn't be doing this. And the next
Positive.
the next scene
We're
they're
supposed to be
in,
positive.
She's wearing a black thing where she shows more skin than she ever has before, and is wearing a choker. Come
Yeah.
on.
This is positive, by the way. That
Yeah,
is
this is
majorly
not a
positive.
bad thing.
No, that's
it's
great.
bad for Anakin. It turned out really bad for
Oh,
him.
dude! And then they both get on that rhino thing, and she's in front, he's behind. He's like, "Oh God,
Yeah, very
Oh,
rich.
you're driving me crazy."
Justin?
I liked seeing that the alien species that is the ET showing up
Yes.
in a different universe. It's nice to see
Great Easter
aliens
egg.
from another.
That
Yeah,
is
it's nice.
cool.
I love, I'm going to drop one. I love
Yeah.
the subtlety of Liam Neeson's performance.
Same. I was gonna say that he's kind of like a gray Jedi. Like he was like an advanced guy, but he wasn't part of the council because he was just like, "I'm gonna do what I want."
He's actually listening to the Force.
Yeah,
Like,
and they're
on
like,
the Force.
yeah, they're too about politics and shit.
Yeah. Joe, you had one?
This is kind of, it goes with yours, but Samuel L. Jackson being the baddest motherfucker in the universe.
So bad
Yeah.
he got dropped out a fucking window.
Sounds pretty negative.
I thought it was positive. I thought his performance was positive.
Justin sounded a little negative there.
I was just I'm saying like Joe's being like he's a badass. He had like one saber fight and then my bro got like dumped out a window.
No, he had two saber fights.
He fucked
Was it
Jango
too?
Fett up.
He did fuck Jango
Yeah, he
Fett
did. He
hardcore.
cut his head
Like
off.
he made Boba Fett so tough because he's like, "Holy shit!"
And he gave one of those, I don't think so. And you know he was thinking, motherfucker.
Think about
Yeah.
this. Mace Windu is to Joe Chill
Yeah.
what Boba Fett is to Bruce Wayne.
Ooh, yeah.
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 Straight up.
Yeah, man. I can go all day with this.
I actually like the Naboo starfighter look. That shit was smooth.
Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah.
Totally agree with that.
Oh, pod racing.
Oh, yeah.
That's pretty
Pod
cool.
racing was
That
pretty
was,
fucking cool.
that was awesome.
Yeah, it was cool.
And I'm kind of overlooking Revenge of the Sith here. It has one of the best lightsaber battles of all. Like,
This is
they're
true.
never really going to top it.
Just about to
True.
go there too. I think we're definitely suckfurting right now.
Yeah. Hayden Christensen's lightsaber skills is pretty awesome.
Top
In
notch.
retrospect, like everybody shat on him at the time, he kind of played Anakin Skywalker perfectly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, the storyline was rushed, but he himself, like, with what they gave him, like, that was a good... I didn't understand the hate for it. I was like, it's good. I thought it was good.
Like even in Attack of the Clones, like when he got pissed off, he was a little bit whiny, but like he had the right to be pissed off.
Yeah.
And after he murdered all of those Sand people, like that was a solid performance right there. Like
Yeah, and I don't know. He didn't have his father figure was like some weird slug bug fairy, and then Qui-Gon, and then Obi-Wan. Like, he didn't really have a father figure.
Yeah.
So, like, obviously he'd be a little whiny bitch.
That's the important thing. Too, like he was supposed to. That's the thing that Filoni goes over all the time. That Lucas hipped him on. He was supposed to have the ultimate father figure in Qui-Gon. He was supposed to raise his ass up, but instead he had a brother, and you can't really count on your brother raising you like a father.
Yeah.
Doesn't work out the same way. That's why he never got the leadership, the teaching he needed.
So true. Point for Ben and Mike.
Ewan McGregor, maybe not as great as Liam, but more time to work with.
Yeah.
Christopher Lee.
Christopher Lee, not necessarily his greatest role ever.
No, but he still brings that presence to everything he's in.
Brought some gravitas there.
Yes.
No denying.
Yes.
Well, one of my favorite moments, and it's so obviously bullshit, is when Obi-Wan's been captured and he's floating with those blue bracelets around his arms and legs, and Count Dooku walks in. He's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. This shouldn't be happening to you. I'm gonna see about getting you released. I'm gonna talk to somebody. I'm gonna work this out. Trust me." Like, Qui-Gon always spoke so highly of you.
I don't know, even when Christopher Lee was playing those villains, he still, I don't know, he still had that personality. He was very personable with his villains.
The man was worldly. I don't know if you guys know this, but like he was a spy in World War II.
I did not.
He's cousins with Ian Fleming. There's
No
a
shit.
rumor. There's a rumor, and I'm surprised Joe doesn't know this, that James Bond was based on him,
On Christopher Lee?
on Christopher Lee. Which is why it's more ironic than anything else that he played a Bond villain.
He played the man with the coat, who was a very personable villain.
Like, there's a scene in another series we'll talk about eventually where he gets stabbed in the back, and they weren't quite sure what it would sound like when a person gets stabbed in the back, and he was able to tell them what it sounds like when a person gets stabbed in the back.
Didn't he meet Tolkien too?
I do believe.
He met Tolkien, was in Lord of the Rings, and he was in Star Wars. What else was he in that was other than Bond?
He was Dracula. For
Yeah,
many, many
and he was
times.
Frankenstein. He was the mummy.
He was everything then, huh?
And possibly his greatest performance ever as the Doctor in Gremlins 2.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Utterly underrated. How much time do we have left?
6 minutes and 16 seconds.
Holy
Time goes so weird when you...
so slow.
Yep.
There's obviously more stuff to talk about that's positive. There's obviously more stuff to talk about.
I'm running out.
You know what? Gunga City looked pretty, and I didn't mean to rhyme. I do it sometime.
Yeah, I mean, is that Jar Jar Binks town?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were cool, huh? Also, a lot of people's swimming into oceans.
Big balls, giant balls underwater. So it looked like a chandelier underwater, which is
Yeah.
very pretty. Can't take anything away from that.
Yeah, and Jar Jar Binks is drunken master style.
You think that was kind of all an act? Like he was actually, he knew that he was doing these things?
Way too convenient not to be. There was also that one clip I saw on the internet where, like, the stormtrooper, like, the way they edited it, like, Jar Jar, like, force jumps up to, like, a balcony, and you see stormtroopers, like, shoot his direction. I forget exactly what it was, but, like, pretty much, like, you see him force jump. When he goes in the water, like, he jumped, like, super high.
Oh yeah.
But then there's another scene where, like, they're climbing up to a balcony and, like, they're shooting at him. But, like, the way that they edited it was, like, where they kind of edited that shit out, and they were shooting at the Jedi instead. Like, they weren't focusing on him. But, I don't know.
I'm positive.
Joe has one.
Positive up.
Seeing the death of Anakin Skywalker and the rise of Darth Vader was pretty awesome.
The parallels between the birth of the twins and him being born as Darth Vader is truly poetic.
Yes.
And as great as the music was in the original trilogy, I gotta say John Williams upped his game for the
He
prequel.
did. John
For real.
Williams' score was phenomenal.
Duel of the Fates, one of the best action scenes ever, one of the best songs of all time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely spot on about this all.
Okay.
Yeah, the twins, the power of one, the power of two, the power of... Sorry.
I'm going through my mind palace, just imagining, thinking about the movies. Got everything I could from episode 1.
I stopped a while ago.
I know. There's still... It
still
becomes
some
very
things.
picayune. It becomes very, very needling, but there's still positive things to...
Well,
milk.
I'll say this too, because Dune kind of did it, but like it was kind of like an experience, like taking you to another place. Like the newer Star Wars movies didn't have that. You know, the newer trilogy, like
No. That's not what we're doing on this. We stick to positive things.
no. I'm saying, well, that's what I'm saying. Like it was an experience. Like they took you to this alternate realm where this was happening. Or I don't know. I just feel like that's a difficult art to grasp, if that makes sense. What's up, Papa?
A lot, I guess.
Passed out, didn't you?
Yeah, I called
Yeah,
that.
that's what we were afraid of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say something positive about the Star Wars prequels.
And you have 2 minutes and 20 seconds to try and say something positive about it.
About what?
Prequels.
Yeah. Star Wars
Um,
prequels.
Something positive about it. They built up Anakin Skywalker into a character I legitimately hated by the end of the third movie.
Yes, that is positive. That's
Slinging heat.
where we wanted to see that character go.
And Padme, huh?
Got a
She
piece.
became a woman that trilogy.
Got to see more lightsabers pulled out in that one scene than ever before.
Yeah, lightsabers are cool.
You know, so lightsabers are always cool.
Yeah, they're cool.
Yeah, a lot of pew pew. I'm a big pew pew guy.
We got to see Alderaan.
For like 10
Yeah,
seconds.
10
we got to see
seconds,
We
Alderaan.
still got to see Alderaan.
See that, yo?
We got to see Coruscant. I think
Yeah.
more importantly.
Coruscant, Jedi Council.
Minute and 12 seconds remaining.
How is this possible? There's still a minute.
You
and
know
12
what else
seconds.
too?
15 minutes.
A
Because
creature
it's
other than
hard.
Jabba the Hutt and Barbossa. What was the dude's name? Who was the slave owner of Anakin? Like, he wasn't affected by Jedi mind tricks.
Watto.
Yeah, Watto. Yes.
Yeah. Who was Barbossa? That was the other pod racer or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, I don't know, it's overlooked. Like, who's affected by the Jedi mind trick and who's not? Because like, there's just some dudes like, I don't, you're not doing it to me, dude.
Watto is like, I think they say naturally they're not effective, but the Jabba's just so fucking smart. He's like, you're not getting one over on me. I'm not some weak
Yeah.
ass punk.
And 2019, 18,
We gotta have one more
15,
positive thought.
16.
R2D2.
R2D2 was boss.
R2D2.
Yes.
Well, R2D2 obviously was peak R2D2, and he rusted up, and he was never the same in the middle three.
They should have fixed his rocket boosters.
Time's up.
All right,
Yeah.
we got 15 minutes worth in.
All right, Kyle. So here's the concept for the show that we threw together prior to you
Right.
not making the weekend. We're picking things that are usually not liked by people in our area of expertise, and we're giving ourselves 15 minutes to say nothing but completely nice things about it. And if someone happens to say something negative and they get called out by someone, as long as 2 other people in the group vote that it was a negative comment, they get a mark against them. The person with the most marks against them at the end of the show loses a veto in the upcoming 100 Greatest Musical Artists of All Time. And we just did the Star Wars prequels. Mike, what's next?
Okay, we can choose. I'm going to throw 2 out there.
All right, choose our own adventure. I like it.
I want you to choose between the Matrix trilogy and the Snyderverse movies.
No.
It's got to be.
I will take the Snyderverse films.
I'm going to go with Justin.
Oh, this is gonna be tough. I haven't seen enough of them.
I think you've seen enough.
Yeah. Watch the trailer, you get it.
We going to stick with that?
That's fine. I'm going to get a lot of demerits here.
Okay. 15 minutes on the clock. This is going to be the longest 15 minutes ever.
In 3, 2, 1, go!
Okay, Joe's got one.
The warehouse scene being the closest we'll ever get to a live-action Arkham fight scene.
Okay, that was well worded. I can't completely argue with that.
It's good.
Justin.
Wonder Woman is one of the greatest superhero movies that has ever been made.
Not just DC, you're going to say all around superhero movies?
Yeah, absolutely. It's the best Snyderverse movie that they did.
Hard for me to fight that. Of course, I'm going to go soundtrack. The Man of Steel theme, Superman's theme in that, I think I like that even more than the John Williams, Richard Donner theme.
Oh,
Fucking beautiful.
it's
Yeah.
sacrilegious.
I concur. I thought the first half of Man of Steel was really, really good.
Yeah.
I they're
And Zod,
they're
Michael Shannon, underrated. He killed it.
He is a great
yeah,
actor.
he did really well.
Absolutely. When he like yelled at him like, "I'm a military guy. Where did you learn to do your shit?" And the way he yelled, "A farm," was so funny to me. A farm.
I gotta say, when he's getting all gooped up in the beginning, they're sending him in the Phantom Zone, and he's threatening him. He's like, "I will find him. I will find him."
Dude.
Meant that.
Yeah, you feel that shit. So good.
Here's one.
Mm.
I like the concept behind the Martha bit. Not the execution, because it could have been written better, but the concept of finding a common ground between a human and an alien that this human does not like in the least bit, and it being about maternal ties to both, is close to really good storytelling. Just that execution was rough.
Kyle, is that backhanded? Do you think that's backhanded, Kyle?
I think he dug himself out of it at the end there, but
This is all about wording.
Yes.
It's all about wording.
Yeah.
Joe has one.
Jeremy Irons.
Yeah,
I thought he was great.
Jeremy Irons was good.
15 seconds he was in it.
He was great.
I will say the casting of the Kents as well, I really enjoyed.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Ma and Pop Kent.
I think the theme behind Lex Luthor's pitting them against each other was also a great idea.
Absolutely.
But again, the execution.
Not the strongest.
What was this? With his hands. He kept doing that shit with his hands. It was pissing me off.
I really liked how Krypton wasn't just Antarctica.
Yes.
How it actually looked like a planet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Russell Crowe scene was
Yeah.
that was so good. He
The
fucked
tech-
that up.
The technology on
These chicken
Krypton.
nuggets.
Yeah, the technology from Krypton was great. The outfits. I gotta say, the Kryptonian,
Yeah.
when you're actually on Krypton, it all looked very spacey. It had elements of the old school designs, but it was kind of stone-like in a lot of ways.
Yeah, well, they talk about, too, they went into depth a little bit about how Kal-El was, Jor-El was putting pipe down, and he was fucking what's-her-face. And she gave a natural birth.
Yeah.
And he's like, my kid's not going in a pod under the fucking water. My kid's coming at her puss. That's the way we do it. I've been to Earth once or twice, maybe, according to Smallville. You don't know me. My kid's gonna be fucking... Sorry.
Zod, you don't know what puss feels like, do you? You've never had puss.
Definitely not. Zod's committed to the game. He thinks it makes you weak, busting nuts.
Zod lives his life by women weaken legs.
Yeah, for sure. They touch him and he goes, get out of my platoon.
You're wasting too much time here.
These are positive.
That's not all positive. The half of that
Yeah.
was nonsense.
No, this is how Zod lives his life.
Yeah.
He's a military man.
Yeah, he's a
Because
military
if you're a guy in the military, you want someone devoted who's not busting nuts and all of his freaking subordinates.
I have another positive.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I got one too. Okay, you do yours first.
In Man of Steel, they did justice to how Lois Lane acts in situations regarding her job. They like
I'll agree with that.
later on they would like not be so
Falter?
good at that, but like that was Lois Lane, like
Yes.
fucking spot on, good fucking job. Don't understand how you dropped the ball moving forward, but hey, you know what?
Positives.
Positive.
Positives.
Positive is
Positives.
they did a really good job writing Lois's character in Man of Steel.
Kyle.
The introduction of Affleck's Bruce Wayne as a believable, I guess, billionaire, trillionaire, playboy,
philanthropist.
I liked the delivery of the Bruce Wayne portion of that character.
I can agree. I liked his.
Yeah, I could
I liked
totally
his
agree.
Bruce.
Yeah.
While it's not my favorite version of the Batmobile, it was very stylish, and I do like the wheel well covers, how they are kind of rams on that thing. It's efficient looking,
Yeah.
at the very least. Sleek. It's kind of a takeoff on the Tumbler, which is my favorite. They can't exactly do the exact same thing, but it was nice.
Yes.
Getting to see the blue suit in the Batcave in the Flash.
That was a cool little fan service.
Yeah.
Kyle, did you have one?
I was going to be a joking one, and I was afraid I was going to get points. So I'm taking it back. Yeah, I got to think of another way to word this.
I got one.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
The first Aquaman movie also very enjoyable.
Yes.
I was going to say, my next one was going to be, at first I was a bit trepidatious about Momoa being Aquaman,
Yeah.
but I thought it was a great change. It makes sense. A Pacific Islander as a man of the ocean,
Yeah.
and his charisma is undeniable.
Absolutely.
And we also got Django Fett.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anything Tamara Morrison's in is that much better.
Yeah, I agree.
I liked Batfleck's color scheme of his bat suit.
I like the Frank Miller Batman suit.
Yes,
don't.
I
I
like
liked it.
Batman to look like he's on too many steroids.
That's disingenuous. I'm going to have to say that.
That's a
pretty
negative.
No, it's not. I like Batman on steroids.
No.
I've always said he's on steroids.
That's a
he has
negative.
to be on steroids. You can't fight crime not on steroids.
That's a negative. The others need to vote. Joe?
I voted for Batman.
Sylvia already said.
No, see, it's someone has to make the initial call and then two other people have to back. You have to vote.
I'm
That
out.
was-
I'm not backing it.
You're not okay. Joe?
Joe, this is your moment, dude.
I'll save you, Joe. While it wasn't negative, it was disingenuous.
It wasn't
So
sincere.
you're on thin ice. You didn't say
It
something
wasn't.
negative,
Ooh, you be
but you were
thankful.
sideways.
You be
It
fucking
was-
thankful.
Have I not said in the past Batman's always on should and always be on steroids? There's no other way.
You've shit on the Batfleck look multiple times.
Yeah.
There's a record of it. We will not be made of fools.
Yes.
You think we have no memory?
Actually, with the Batfleck, this is
I
the
never
first
said
time
that.
we've actually gotten Batman with the voice modulator.
That was a positive.
Yeah,
That was
a
cool.
positive.
Positive.
That's what I was saying.
Kyle, no, you said size. Steroids. Kyle has one.
I appreciated the attempt at incorporating Doomsday into the universe.
Yes.
Did also see Darkseid, a live-action version of Darkseid.
Yes.
We did. You
did.
worded that properly. We saw him.
We
Although
saw
We also saw Steppenwolf.
We saw Steppenwolf twice.
Yep.
Although wasted, Simmons as Gordon, I thought was a great choice.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Not utilized fully, but he was pretty excellent. Chris Pine brought a lot to his
Oh,
role,
absolutely.
He
Yes.
did. He did.
as ever.
Actually, that whole crew, the whole World War One crew, I
Yeah.
thought was good.
Justin's not even looking at the clock.
No, yeah. 5 minutes left. 5 minutes and 6 seconds. Those 15 minutes,
30%.
slow as fuck when it's
You know what,
when you gotta be nice to
um,
shit.
Cinematically getting Cyborg in there with his dad, like the whole thing with his dad. I
Yeah,
thought that was.
it was nice. that-
Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe there's two different aspects to it. But didn't he become a cyborg before he merged with Alien Tech, or is that the same? Or is there two different brandings?
It's always been, as far as I can remember, his tech comes from the mother box.
Dark side.
Yeah.
Because I thought that in, like, Teen Titans, he like got it after. Because I know in Smallville they just made him a cyborg. They didn't really touch on any of that shit.
Yeah, they didn't use the mother box. I don't even know how far back it goes, but at least since the new, at least since prior to the new 52, Cyborg's power has been connected to Darkseid.
From what I always remember, it's his dad. He was in an accident, and his dad used technology. I don't always remember the origin of the technology.
Yeah.
Those elements are always a part of it.
Well, I thought, maybe this is just me, but I thought it would have made, no, I thought it made great sense in the movie, the way it was.
There you go. There you go. Keep it positive.
I like the way Zack Snyder made the film.
Here, I have another positive. I think it was very good work showing the way Barry Allen has to consistently consume calories.
Keeping that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Joe, we have one?
I do like the fact that Zack Snyder did pay attention to the timing of the Zod Superman battle and the beginning of Batman v Superman, where everything did time up very well. He was consistent with that.
He definitely referenced his own movie properly. You're right, Joe.
Yes,
Yeah. Also, Diane Keaton, she was aging nice.
Dan
That was
Lane.
like 10 years ago. Diane Lane, that's what I said.
Yeah. I'm very happy we got to see the black suit Superman. I'm happy we saw it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
We
yeah,
got
you
to
know
see it in live
what?
action.
The coolest scene, I will say, of the Snyderverse is when he wakes up and Flash is trying to run. This is right before he trips over a rock, which I thought was a very good scene.
The turn.
Superman, like, you see Superman look over his shoulder and Flash is like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
is like the
fuck.
coolest moment of the whole deal. Like, oh, I might not be
Yeah.
fast enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the cool scene. And then Flash tripped on a rock moments later.
Kyle saying like he had one.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know how they managed to do this, but the visuals of Superman, I think, throughout the universe, Henry Cavill's Superman, I think, were so good that somehow they managed to replace Tom Welling in my brain as to the face and the stature that I think of when I think of Superman.
I will build on that too. The fact that Cavill's Superman, when he was for his first flight, manipulating gravity.
I was just about to say that too. The moment where he comes out of the ship / Fortress of Solitude, along with the music, as I mentioned earlier, where he's learning, where he does the jump at first, able to leap tall mountains, but not quite, and how the music swells, and he's accepting these abilities now. That was pretty fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
You forget Russell Crowe's ominous little, Cal, you will absorb the powers of the sun.
Yeah.
You will show them the light. You will be better than them.
They will stumble. They will try to follow you.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
Crow.
So, where's he from? New Zealand? Something shit like
He's
that?
Australian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good day.
So, very, very eloquent the way he says it. Cal.
He's sideways British. He's Australian.
Yeah. No, that was great.
25 seconds remain.
One more. We can get one more.
One more.
I have faith in us. Black Manta. Black Manta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
His
yeah.
performance was strong as fuck.
Yeah, it's good.
Anything he's in is that much better for it. Why can't I?
Yahya Abdul Mateen.
Yahya Abdul. I knew it was.
How badass the Amazonians were.
Okay.
Okay, time's up.
All right. We did it. We're
We did do it.
consistent so far.
That was good.
That was hard.
That was hard.
Okay. After the 15 minutes is up, we can shit talk, right?
Right. How does a Flash trip over a rock? Someone explain it to me. Go. 15 minutes. You have 15 minutes to think about it. Get back to me, because you can never figure that out.
All you have to say is the Flash.
The Flash.
There we go.
Yeah.
See, we're
Okay.
normally bad. We're normally mean to the things, so, you know.
So, do we try for another one?
I think let's concentrate on something that really fucking sucked. And we give it a 5-minute speed round.
5-minute speed round. Okay. I have the Blade trilogy on here, but 2 out of the 3 of them are solid.
Yeah, 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Yeah.
Don't be sad. So, do we use Blade Trinity as the 5-minute motion?
I am absolutely down with that.
Everybody else, we've all seen Blade Trinity, right?
Yeah.
It's been so long.
We can refresh. All right, it's only 5 minutes.
It's 5
Only
minutes.
5 minutes, and I
5
guarantee you, I could fill 1 minute of it.
Okay. Are you ready?
Ready? I'll take the first minute.
Okay. Go.
I actually kind of like their version of Dracula somewhat. There were elements of it I enjoyed. The fact that he was hidden
Yeah.
away for a while and they had to find him as kind of this vampire messiah, I thought was a great idea. Ryan Reynolds adds to anything. Some people say he might have been miscast in that movie, but he's still fucking Ryan Reynolds. Patton Oswalt, super nerd, always helps to be in it. Triple H may not have gotten a lot of lines in that movie, but his energy was great.
Yeah.
His explanation of how he was turned was also humorous.
Vampire fucking Pomeranian.
Yeah, Vampire Pomeranian's good.
Jessica Biel became such a good archer. Did you hear that she destroyed a camera?
Yeah.
She shot down the fucking barrel of the camera. They had plexiglass to protect everybody else around her except for where the camera's lens was. She shot the fucking camera.
Yeah.
She put in the effort, and her arm showed. She had guns for
Three
days.
guns.
She does kickboxing.
That movie birthed one of my favorite lines in any movie ever. The insult, "you cock-juggling thunder cunt," goes down in history as one of the greatest lines in cinematic history ever. Like, bravo.
I actually enjoyed the movie. I never understood the hate. I'm a big Wesley Snipes fan. I thought the CGI eyes was the entire idea behind it was a hoax.
No, he's not. No,
You're being disingenuous.
no, he doesn't. He doesn't get out of this one.
Did, or the producers did.
He doesn't get out of
They
this
all
one.
just mention what Wesley did.
I'm calling horse shit
Whenever I
on
hear
you.
shit like that, I'll tell you what, it bothers me.
No, he was warned on the last one. I'm striking against him.
Warned how?
Mike told you were on thin ice after the last
Oh, no,
disingenuous
I'm being
comment.
serious. What
No,
did
you're
the
not.
directors do to sully Wesley Snipes' name?
You're trying to bait us now. You're trying to bait one of us to tell stories about what Wesley Snipes did on set. That's not the point of
Guys,
this.
The guy is
You have
Hollywood
to
gold.
listen. Stop
Blade 3 is
talking.
the third best Blade movie, and it'll still be the third best Blade movie because they'll never make the new one. And this
Okay,
is going to hold
that's another
top
one.
3 Blade movies all time.
Okay, stop talking. Vote against Vinny now.
Unreal.
Vinny has a strike against them via me. The three of you need to vote, and you can't pussyfoot out of it. You have to a yay or nay.
Yeah.
Wait, which one means he's not guilty?
Not guilty.
Nay would be.
Nay.
Joe, do you want to be on Justin's team so bad? Just say yeah, you fucking degenerate.
See, and now you're being negative to Joe.
That
does
is a
want to
negative
look
thing. That
does-
is
he
a
does.
negative thing about the
Yeah.
movie.
So
What?
Joe's a yay.
That is a negative thing.
What's a negative thing?
Michael.
Yeah, you're trying to bait us.
Okay.
I don't appreciate that. I can bait myself, thank you very much.
I love Wesley Snipes.
We know. You brought up the eye thing.
In the movie.
Yeah.
And you denigrated David Goyer. That man wrote 3 Batman movies, possibly the best.
Which ones?
Begins, Dark Knight, and Dark Knight Rises. Okay, he wrote 2 really great Batman movies.
Yeah.
That's for another
Doesn't
day.
mean he's, listen, it's Hollywood. They're all catty bitches.
And he wrote all 3 Blade movies, too.
Well, you guys can vote me negative all you'd like.
Was Norman Reedus in this movie?
Second one.
Second one.
Oh.
Yeah, who do you play, Skunk or some shit?
It's good.
Scud.
It's good.
49 seconds remain.
Anyway, I did like how Dracula decided to buzz cut his hair and wear a button-up shirt only had 2 buttons buttoned and leather pants, like he was going to go to the club and fuck something.
He was sexy as fuck.
That was
in
that was Dominic Purcell, right? Was
yeah,
Dracula that
man.
one?
Captain Cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's fucking sexy.
I really liked the Dracula dildo. I'm not even fucking joking.
Yeah.
They got a Dracula
Yeah,
dildo in that
I had to
movie.
show that.
That made me laugh. I remember in the theater, I chuckled. The baby scene was actually kind of fucked up. That was pretty good horror. Dracula dangling a baby over, like, what was he? He's like on the 10th floor or some shit. That's some evil shit.
Yeah. And time is up. And that brings an end to our power of positivity. With one mark against them on the first show, that's Vinny. Vin,
Number 1.
I don't think you were paying attention to what I said earlier, because now you are 1 veto less heading into the 100 greatest. You're now down to 2 vetoes only.
Oh, I think that's bullshit. But
Well, you had a chance of winning a veto tonight, but that'll be next week. Maybe you can win it back.
no, I probably won't win it back. I have more of a chance of losing one.
Well, you can't lose one next week.
He'll find a way.
So the veto count stands then at Mike and Justin with 4. Mike, Justin, and Joe with 4?
Yeah, I have,
I have a question. Since
I have 3 and Vinny has 2.
Wait, Joe, how did you get 4?
I followed your rules on that show, where you said don't talk until don't answer the question until you
Yes.
said go.
That's right.
Yeah.
No. See, Joe, that's the difference between you and I. You follow the rules. You're Jesus. Oh God, you disgust me.
I'm so disappointed in myself. I was very excited for this.
Well, that's why we pushed it to next week, man. Because like,
More days.
I have a question though. Since I lose my veto, is it in the ether, and do I pass it to somebody? Is it?
no, it's
Can I
completely
get it back?
it's completely eliminated. But you have chances to earn more on our
It's
road.
moved.
Yeah, but you have chances to earn more.
I have a
Out
fun
of
suggestion.
curiosity, Vinny, who would you have given the veto to?
Oh, you're giving it to you, bro.
Yeah,
I
he
hope
was-
Vinny has the opportunity to give his veto to someone.
it wasn't going to Joe now. Sure shit wasn't going to me.
If it goes to Joe, everything's gonna be but the fucking Beatles.
I
It's gonna be a
all these
shit
things.
list.
I have a fun suggestion for the next time we do this, though.
Yeah,
Jaws 3 or Jaws 4?
Oh, sweet fucking mercy.
just
Yeah,
do
I know.
in
I have a question.
I don't know if I can do 5 minutes on Jaws 4.
Yeah.
Was this presented because it was someone's replacement to You Piece of Shit?
no. This
Oh,
was
well. Okay.
this was a show concept Mike was floating around for. You know how on the 4th show of the month we swap around for like different things, whether it's like Fix-A-Flicks or
Yeah.
whatever the fuck. This was one of the things Mike had backed up, and we altered it a little bit to make it a kind of a fun game with adding the time limit, which I thought made this way more entertaining.
Dude, you don't realize
Yeah.
how long
Yeah.
15
minutes.
is.
15 minutes, long time when you're being nice about something. I bet you
know.
if it was the other way around, 15 minutes would have gone by like that.
Oh my god, if we were bashing these movies, it would have
We'd
been...
be so pissed when 15
Oh,
minutes came
yeah.
around.
Yeah, I'd be like,
So
I
many
didn't
points
even
we'd
get
have
through
to
half of it.
Very happy with this concept. Very happy.
Yeah, I enjoyed this.
That was a good show.
Yeah.
All right. Guess it's to me. As always, if you like what you hear, you can like us on Facebook.com/Nerdities. Follow us on Twitter @Nerdities. Email us at nerdities@gmail.com and check out nerdities.com.
Right there. Fuck you. Then go to tpublic.com, click on the Nerdity shop, buy our t-shirts. It's really what I want out of you. That and going to sinfulcreationsbyjustin.com, ordering sweet treats, and hey, if you're local, we do catering, full catering. And what makes us different, besides just my PG personality, is that every menu is catered to you and the affair that you're having. I'm not one of those, hey, I do trays of ziti and trays of meatballs. Of course I can do that, but hey, let's get a little more personal. Let's find out what you like. It's your money. And then Vinny's a fucking weasel. Joe, you.
Oh my god, dude. Listen, I have a target on my back, alright? People want to CGI eyeballs over my eyelids, and they want to pretend like it's my fault. It's unreal.
Check us out on youtube.com, youtube.com/nerdities. Hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to ring the bell to get notified when new content is coming, because so to speak, it's already here. The first episode of Nerd ETs is available on YouTube right now. So after you listen to this, go to youtube.com/nerdities, watch the first episode of Nerd ETs, like that video, share that video, say, hey, this was pretty awesome. Let me share it with my friends so everybody can enjoy this. And enjoy it also on a weekly basis.
That's right. New episodes drop every Friday until season 1's over.
Yes.
But don't worry, season 2 is going to be in production soon.
We are also working on the final installment of the Joe trilogy, entitled Justice League. We have a Halloween special. We have a fucked up Christmas special that is hilarious. That I have calluses on my fingers while practicing for. We have
Blisters on my fingers.
We have a feature film in the works. We need money for this stuff. We need a budget to do these things. If you want to be a film producer and give us said budget, we will plug the shit out of you, and your name will be in lights. We'll croon, we'll swoon, we'll talk about your business and or product, but you get to have your name in the credits of a Nerdities project. You know you want that. Yeah.
The opinions of the Nerdities crew are idiotic and pointless out the door. Next week's will be far more insulting. Bye.
Bye.
Because of the end of civilization, the Clamp Cable Network now leaves the air. We hope you have enjoyed our programming, but more importantly, we hope you have enjoyed life.